Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Welcome into this Golf Central special. I'm Cara Banks, where we check in with the world number 2, the highest ranked player in the field at the Mexico Open. And Jon Rahm got off to a good start today, a 7 under par 64 on what was a blemish-free round. You see he found 12 of 13 fairways, included an eagle at the 7th hole. And he spoke to Todd Lewis after the round.
And 5 birdies, a great eagle on the 7th hole, a clean card as well. What did you excel at in your game out there today, Jon?
Everything was good. Driver felt amazing, even though these are not the most demanding fairways that we ever play, right? Probably combined with Kapalua, one of the widest golf courses we'll ever play, but everything was good, right? There was a couple short irons early on that weren't my best, but besides that, I was comfortable on the golf course, I think. Putting was great, and those few chips I had on 10, 11, and 13, chipping in the one on 13 was a very, very important start, right? Could have gone the other way. You make a couple bogeys, and you feel like you have to make up a lot of ground, but was able to get those up and downs and get one bonus birdie.
You said you felt comfortable on the golf course. This is obviously a new venue for the PGA Tour. How would you say the course is playing right now, and what do you anticipate it to be like come the weekend?
Well, it's past Palm, so I really don't know how much firmer they can get it without getting a little bit sketchy, right? This grass is never going to be the fastest, so the greens are not going to be rolling 13 and as fast as some of the other weeks. But if they get it a little firmer, this golf course has some length. I mean, you have 3 par 5s at 600 plus, a lot of par 4s are 500, one that's 520 into the wind. So if they get it a little bit firmer, it can get really, really hard. The one thing, there's a big difference, right? In the morning, there's no wind. We had no wind for a better part of 13, 14 holes. Right now, it starts blowing 10 to 20. There's a big difference on the golf course, right? So I don't think they need to do too much to it to make it difficult. I know on the weekend, they're probably going to have some fun with pin locations and tee boxes to make it a little bit more entertaining. But I think it's a great venue. It's in incredible shape, and when you have a golf course where it's in this good a shape, you're going to see some low scores.
Well done. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And more news today regarding Tiger Woods, who of course recently made his return to competitive golf at the Masters earlier this month, where he opened with an inspiring 71 in his first round since that single car accident in February of 2021. Ultimately, he finished in 47th place and described himself as thankful for the opportunity to compete again, but could only commit to the Open at St Andrews as his next start, saying that his status for the next 2 majors was yet to be determined. Well, today, that status looked to be a bit more encouraging, as just 3 days after the PGA Championship released its field with Woods included on the list, the 15-time major champion was on property at Southern Hills today with, as you can see, that compression sleeve covering the right leg that was badly injured in last year's accident. For more, let's go to Todd Lewis.
On Thursday morning, Tiger Woods boarded his private plane near his home at Jupiter, Florida, and landed in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And from the airport, he traveled to Southern Hills Country Club, where just after noon, he hit the tee for an 18-hole practice round. And as you might imagine, there was plenty of energy around the club, plenty of energy around the city of Tulsa as well. As a matter of fact, a local news helicopter flew over Tiger as he was playing his 18-hole practice round. Now, he walked all 18 holes. He did not use a cart, and he did have a bit of a limp in the latter part of his round, but nothing more significant than he had at Augusta National. On his bag, not his regular caddy, Joe LaCava, but instead the head professional at Southern Hills, Kerry Cosby. I spoke with Kerry after that practice round, and he said that Tiger had plenty of speed in his swing. He was interested in the different lines on the golf course now compared to when he won in 2007 there, taking the PGA at Southern Hills, and also the different green complexes now compared to 15 years ago. But all in all, it was a positive day for Tiger Woods at the golf course in regards to his game and his body. Now, his travels will continue. He will be at Las Vegas this weekend for his annual Tiger Jam, which raises money for his TGR Foundation. But today, like I mentioned, a positive day, and all signs right now are indicating that unless there's a major setback, Tiger Woods is likely to tee it up at the PGA Championship.
Yeah, looks good, doesn't it? Well, today's visit would no doubt have been beneficial as Southern Hills has undergone a dramatic Gilhance renovation since Tiger last competed there. He has played 2 majors at the venue, winning, as Todd mentioned, the 2007 PGA. That was the 13th of his 15 major triumphs. And he finished tied 12th also at the 2001 US Open at Southern Hills. That was his first major after completing the Tiger Slam at that year's Masters. And the PGA win, by the way, included a record-tying 63 in the second round after a brutal lip-out on his final hole that denied him what would have been the first 62 in major championship history. Well, today we saw the first round of a new PGA Tour event in Mexico at Vidanta Vallarta. We look forward to seeing how the rest of the weekend progresses at the Mexico Open.